Ah, what did I do? What's going on, everybody? Live Farmer 73 here, and I think I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna schedule a 30-minute live. If it goes on longer than 30 minutes, it's because you had questions. So I'm gonna just get started, and I'm gonna say hello, happy Sunday to everybody coming in. Hey, my Renaissance grandma, how you doing? Chef Handy, ma'am, how you doing? It's good to see y'all in here. Who is that? Shawanda, how you doing, Shawanda? Kenyetta, how you doing? Whoa, CP's family, how you doing? Nat, Precious SoCal Gardener, Second Floor Gardens, LW, Willie, how you doing? My Own Beautiful, Urban Backyard Homesteading, how you doing? Maryland, man, y'all pouring in here. I can't pronounce your name. I'm gonna say Sun. I don't know the rest. Wills 803, how you doing? I can't pronounce that, sweetheart. Let me see, Natalie. Wow, the names is like wow. What's going on, everybody? All I want to do today is come in here and give you guys a couple of updates, and then I'll let you go on with the rest of your day. Tomorrow I'll be releasing another video for a product that you may be able to use. Um, Today I want to talk about my results and a couple of different things. One, of course, I want to talk about fasting real quick. I'm new to fasting. I've never done it before, and my wife does it. I've never done it, and I don't know. I don't know anything about it really, besides the stuff that I just recently learned how to do. Okay, I want to let you guys know it works. No, no, ladies, ladies. Can I talk to the gentleman for a minute? Any men in the room? Ladies, if you in here, you can stay. But fellas, can you come to the front of the room? I need to holler at you real quick. Gentlemen, Willie, if you a man, raise your hand and come to the front of the room for me, okay? Because I don't want to yell this all out. I'm outside, whatever. All the gentlemen, all the men in the house, please raise your hand if you a man. Wells 803. Any other men, any gentlemen, Dapper Dan's in the house. Willie, okay. Girl Dad Cooking, okay, okay. Willie Rivers, okay. Please raise your hand or say you in the house. What's your name? Yeah, I can't say that. Let me see. Who else we got? Man. Salty, okay. All right. Man, y'all names is whew. John King, okay. Jay Cleveland, Cloudy, all right, all right. If I got all the men in the house, all the men, please come to the front of the room. The men, ladies, this is kind of a men conversation real quick. Real quick, I just want to talk to the gentleman. So even if your husband or your boyfriend or whatever don't watch me, or he don't pay no attention to me, or he tell you why you watching that fool again, tell him to come here real quick. Tell him I said come here real quick. I know a lot of y'all got boyfriends and husbands and stuff like, man, there go that fool again. You always watching that fool. Tell him to come here. Because I want to talk to him for a minute. We all in here? We all? Okay. Listen. Gentlemen. Gentlemen. Come here. Hey. Now, I started fasting by accident. Okay? I started fasting by accident. I didn't know I was fasting, and I said, well, hell, since I went one day without eating, let me see if I can do another one. Long story short, I done told y'all all about that part, but that's not why I'm bringing the gentleman to the front of the room. Okay. Everybody know all of the benefits to fasting, right? We know that fasting is spiritual. Fasting is cleansing. Fasting is healing. Okay? Fasting is rejuvenated. We all know all the stuff about fasting. Fasting is in the Bible. We all know all that stuff. I'm going to tell y'all something that ain't nobody saying nothing about no fasting. Matter of fact, I haven't heard it not one MF in time. Okay? Now, just so you know, I've been fasting for 11 days and I haven't eaten not one single thing. I have only been drinking green tea, coffee, and water. That's all been going in my body. Green tea, coffee, and water. True story. Okay. I'm about to let you know. You say, don't tell them. Yeah, I am telling them. I'm telling them. 11 days straight, no food. This isn't about my hunger. This isn't about my cravings. That's for the whole conversation for everybody. Gentlemen. That you said some YouTubers on here do talk about fasting. That ain't what I'm saying. That ain't what I'm saying. That ain't what I'm saying. Okay. I had a surprise that I didn't know that fasting do. You know, I keep seeing a lot of these I keep seeing a lot of these commercials about these blue chews. And them blue chews and them blue pills that you got to go to your doctor and get. And not if you even have a problem, you know, checking your luggage, if you understand what I'm saying, okay? If you don't have a problem checking your luggage, you know, the other problem is, you know, you might be in there for a minute or two. You know, good strong minute or two. especially if that pot of gumbo hot. You understand what I'm saying? That if that pot of gumbo boiling hot, you can hang out. You can get about 2 or 3 spoons full. That's about it before you call it a day. Okay? If she done pre-warm that gumbo and that thing boiling hot, you know, we can only get in about 2 or 3 spoons full before we got to roll over and go to sleep. I don't know what this is doing to me. But you know, times is hard. Okay? So I was like, listen, if things get rough, you know, I could perform. I know they don't pay that much no more because, you know, they do all that stuff all over YouTube for free, but I'm just saying, your stamina, you better have your heart ready. You better have your heart in it. You hear me? You better be walking and watching your heart rate because you'll blow your heart out like a bald tire if you ain't ready for this, because this fasting game got me beating my chest like King Kong. So I'm just telling for all the gentlemen and ladies, if your husband back there kind of low key, you know, listening, he hear me. He acting like he don't hear me. You hear me, dude. You hear me, man. Stop acting like you ain't listening to what your girlfriend or your wife is watching. Man, look. I've been fasting for 11 days. After about that fifth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th day, solid as a rock, dun dun dun. That's what this love is. Whoa, that's what we got. Whoa, oh, knock knock on wood. You understood. Love was so new, we had to stick together. Look, you didn't bat an eye when I made you cry. Don't get me started. I'm just telling you, gentlemen, if you ain't got no other reason, you ain't worried about it spiritually, you ain't worried about your health, but if you and your best friend is not seeing eye to eye all the time, if you and your best friend ain't seeing eye to eye, if you and your best friend ain't seeing eye to eye all the time, man, please go fast. Please go fast. I never had no problem. You know, I always check my tires. I always check my tire, and the inflation be right. It be the right poundage. 35 psi. I stay at 35 psi. You know, on this radio, all weather, all season radio tire. But after a few minutes, you lose grip. After a few minutes, you mess around, lose grip, you roll off the road, then you roll over, go to sleep. Especially if you getting older. Just all you can say is, look, we make up excuses like, damn, you warmed that gumbo up too hot. I wanted to stick around for a while for another bowl worth, but damn, girl, whew, that gumbo was hot and it was spicy. So I'm just telling the gentleman, if you dig what I'm saying, okay. And let me tell you another one. Oh, you going in for another bowl of that gumbo. Number one, you gonna be in the race for a while. So that's why I said you better have your heart rate up. You better have your heart and your pressure right, okay? Don't go to bed full. Don't go to bed with no full stomach or nothing like that. Don't drink too much water if you fast, and don't drink too much coffee and juice. I mean, and tea. You gonna need all of your stuff functioning. All I'm gonna say is, before you go to bed, go ahead, top up your fluids. Top up your fluids. And make sure your tire is inflated at 35 psi. Check the pressure on that boy, and then going on in there. You gonna be like, both of y'all gonna be like, what? Yeah, no scrolling tonight. It ain't gonna be no scrolling tonight. Oh, you thought we was gonna roll for 3 minutes and then scroll for an hour. Nope. You thought you was gonna be scrolling. I'm still stirring the pot. Look, I'm digging to the bottom of the pot of the gumbo. I'm trying to get the crumbs. I'm at the bottom of the pot trying to get the crumbs of that gumbo. You hear me? To the point you done like, hey. You got some more of that? If you got some more, if you got some more of that gumbo, I'll take another round of that. I just wanted to talk to the gentleman for a moment. I didn't want to stretch that out too long. But I wanted to make sure the gentleman knew that. FYI, there were several people that joined me. My friend Tim joined me, and he was my brother, Tim. He went in and he fasted for 100 days. I'm sorry, I keep saying that. 100 hours. He was in for 100 hours. No, or was he in for 7 days? I think he was in for 7 days. So Yeah, 7 days. Um, I'm sure he had some changes in his weight. I'm down. I haven't even stepped on the scale today, but I'm down 25 pounds in 11 days. It's kind of hovering. It's kind of hovering right now, but I need you to know something. It's only been 11 days, 25 pounds in 11 days. 11 days ago, I couldn't wear certain things. Today, I can in 11 days. So I have no cravings whatsoever. And trust me, my daughter is a chef, and she in there and she hooks it up every day. Every day, my house smell like Waffle House and Outback Steakhouse. Every day. I have zero cravings for any of it, and I feel incredible. I feel like a superhero, you know? And I put up the poll to let people, add in and say, how long do you think I should go? And a lot of people said, go to 30 days. Some people said, well, you go when your heart feel like it and your body feel like it. Some people said, well, you got to eat Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. That was no disrespect to that person that said that, but I don't celebrate that. But I will say, I've noticed something else too. That I read about and I listened to videos, and it actually seems to be true so far. When I lose certain weight, you get loose skin, right? Mine is drawing in. And it's weird to me. Cause I'm looking down and I'm looking at myself, and my skin is pulling in with the weight. It's not loose. You know what I'm saying? And I'm 52 years old, so my elasticity is at its limit. So I really wanted to tell everybody about that experience that I had. I've been in here 17 minutes, okay? I want to tell everybody about that experience. Are you having vivid dreams yet? I did have a vivid dream. I actually did have a vivid dream. And I'm gonna make it quick. I dreamed that there was four people that don't look like me breaking in my garage, and I banged on the window, and I came outside with a hammer, and I told them, the hell is you doing? They was the police, and they said, well, we here to inspect your motorcycles and stuff. I said, it's 3 in the morning. What are you doing coming here talking about something you inspect? You ain't told me nothing. Ain't nobody knocked on my door. I said, get the hell out of my garage. And they was the police. I said, man, if y'all don't get out my garage, man, everybody gonna be laying down leaking. And this is the part about the vivid dream. I start screaming at them and yelling at them, and they stopped. They felt ashamed. They was holding their head in shame. And I said, how would y'all feel if listen to my words. I said, how would y'all feel if 4 big black men came in the backyard in the middle of the night with no lights on, breaking in your garage, talking about they just inspecting your motorcycles? I said it once real clear, but then I said it again, and it sounded like this. What if 4 I couldn't say big black men, right? I couldn't say it anymore. And then it felt like I thought to myself in the dream, damn, am I having a stroke? So I woke up, man, because I was panicking. My heart was thumping. And I said, wait a minute. The first thing I said when I woke up was 4 big black men. I wanted to make sure I wasn't having no stroke while I was sleeping, And I was like, whew, thank God. Went back to sleep. I remember all of that. I don't ever remember dreams, nor usually I don't even have dreams. It was that simple. I could not say 4 big black men. I kept saying, and I kept, I couldn't say it. Woke up and I had to make sure what done wrong with me because it was pitch black in the room. Four big black men. And matter of fact, you know, that was one of them nights after that gumbo. That was one of them nights after that gumbo. So, I was kind of tired. So, yes, I've been having vivid dreams. I'm gonna tell you something else. I've been ice cold. I've been ice cold. I don't know what that's about, but I can't. It's hot out here, but I've been freezing. So I took a shower yesterday and I realized, true story, I realized that the heat in the shower was all the way up. There was no cold water pouring on me. The steam was coming out the top of the shower, and I thought to myself, well, let me chill before I scald my skin because our water gets hot. I got it set to like really hot. But it didn't faze me, and I was freezing. So I hurried up, washed up, got out the shower, and I went and told my wife, man, I just took a lava shower. I don't know what that was about. And then I told her, bring out some extra covers on the bed tonight. So I don't know what that's about. I'm hypersensitive to smells. I'm hypersensitive the way my skin feel on certain things. So I'm not a professional at this at all, and I'm just learning. But I'm telling you right now, everything that I've experienced so far is phenomenal. I'm and this is the one that somebody asked me. They said, "You've been on so long, are you scared to eat? When it's time for you to actually eat something, are you scared?" I'm deathly scared. I'm scared for several reasons, and some of them ain't the reasons why you think. I'm scared to go back to eating anything, even broth, because I don't want this feeling to leave. And I don't want to. I think this how some people with anorexia or bulimia, I think this is kind of where their mind goes. You understand? Because they're not eating and they feel fine. And they're scared to either gain weight. I can't speak for them people. I don't know. But I can only speak for myself, and the reason why I'm in no hurry to eat anything, because I feel so good. It ain't about being afraid for that. So you can I know that. I know that. But y'all don't understand this feeling. If you've ever long-term fasted, you understand me. If you've never long-term fasted, you may not understand what I'm talking about. I've never felt like this in all my life. Okay, that's a lie. That's a lie. I haven't felt this way since I was a little kid. I haven't felt this way since I was a little kid. A young adult, young. And I'm going to tell you what I did the other day when I was on the land. True story, true story. I'm walking the dog, and we walk around the Freedom Acres. I walk her, let her go do her business. And then we usually take a second lap and walk again. And then she went straight to the house because she know our routine. What did I do? I said, come on, let's go again. I went again. Do you know, I'm walking faster with each round. I'm not breathing. And my lungs could take in so much air. I started jogging. Kind of picked up my pace, you know. I ain't saying no Jackie Joyner Kersee type stuff, but I'm talking about some, or no Sherry Robinson, but I'm talking about some, I picked my pace up and, you know, my legs is coming up now. And I said, I'll be doggone. Not even breathing. I started jogging because I had a moment where I felt like, how many people raise your hand when you was a kid You just pick up and start running. Remember them days? Remember them days where you just, hey y'all, wait up for me, and you gone. You're not thinking about your joints snapping and popping and or breaking your ankle, or you ain't even worried about falling. The only thing you worried about when you were a kid and falling, tripping over something, falling is your friends is watching and they gonna crack on you. You ain't worried about breaking no bones. You ain't worried about skinning up your knee. Nothing. You just take off running at full blast, right? That feeling of knowing I could just get up and sprint without worrying about hurting myself. That feeling was there. Even though I didn't attempt that, okay? That feeling that freedom was there. It was there. It was like I'd be fool to do it, okay? At my size. But I'm just telling you that feeling of my body is in tune. I'm not feeling no snapping, cracking, popping, pains, no ailments, nothing on my body is telling me, hey, don't do that. Nothing on my body is telling me that if you start running, that's a bad idea. Nothing. Usually, y'all know how it is. Before you get out the bed, you gotta think about that thing, don't you? Before you get out of bed, you gotta think about that thing, don't you? Right. Before you get up out of a chair, a low sitting chair, you got to think about that thing for a minute. Like, okay, I'm going to put my left foot over here. I'm going to grab this back end of this chair with my right hand. All right, I'm going to get my right foot up under me. And then I'm going to lift straight up. You come up with a plan. You at somebody's house or something, and they put you in a low rider chair, one of them little camping chairs, folding chair. You got a routine on how you about to get out of this. While everybody's sitting around the fire and chilling and having fun and eating barbecue and whatnot, you trying to think about, okay, how I'm gonna get out of this chair successfully without stumbling over and falling in the fire pit and catching a flame. So that feeling, that freedom of standing up, you ain't gotta brace yourself on or nothing, you know? That feeling, I felt that. I didn't attempt that, but I felt that. Because only a fool would attempt it. Now, I feel good, but I know good and well I'm not healthy enough to be just sprinting, just jetting off and sprinting like that, okay? So, with that being said, gentlemen, I wanted to tell you, ladies, I can't speak for you because I don't know. I don't know a woman's perspective besides my wife's, and, you know, she's giving me her perspective, but I can't speak for everybody. Now, for gentlemen, for fellas, I'm just saying, I'm gonna repeat this one last time. All right. If you be going to the gas station buying them blue chews and whatnot, or if you don't whispered in your doctor's ear like, hey doc, I need a little extra something. You know, I got a slow leak. If you don't whispered in your doctor's ear, say, hey, you know, this radio tire got a slow leak and I need a plug. And the doctor said, oh, we can fix that. We can fix that. Here's a prescription. Just go down there and just tell them I sent you. Thank you, doc. I got a love life, you know. I'm just telling you, if you're a man that's taking some kind of enhancement or performance supplements, you might, before you go spend on another pack of whatever the pills or whatever you get, I'm just saying you may want to try fasting for about, just try fasting for about 5 days. Straight fasting, just drinking water, just drinking water. That's all, and tea. That's all I'm saying. That's it. All right, gentlemen. Meeting adjourned. Ladies, if your husband or your boyfriend is back there watching the game and he kind of like this, you know, he heard me, okay? So I'm just telling you, gentlemen, and if he ain't listening, if he ain't listening, ladies, if he like, man, that dude again, there you go with that bullshit. If If he acting like that, go tell him, hey, we fasting together. Because I want you to get all this gumbo. We got to start fasting or something. Because I want you to get all this gumbo. You always come in there and be dipping in the pot and leaving. You know I can't stand when you dip in the pot while it's still bubbling, and then when it's time to eat, you don't want none. You talk about some you all fooled up from tasting. You know how when you cooking, you done tasted yourself full. You don't even want a plate. I've been up cooking and I've been tasting so much I ain't even hungry no more. So that be his excuse. Like, you know, I was dipping out the pot, so I'm good. I want you to come sit down and get a whole plate of this gumbo. I want you to get seconds on that thing. Tell him, go fast. Just trust me on that. Trust me on that. Look, hey, gentlemen, if you're listening, when the wind blow, you know, I remember being a little kid and you be in school, you be in either elementary, junior high, high school, it don't matter, college, it don't matter. When the teacher say, come up to the board, when the teacher say, can you come up to the board and explain your answer? Us fellas used to be like, nope, I can't. If you don't come up to this board right now, little lad, you know you're gonna take a flunking grade. Well, go ahead, chart that up. I think I'll be able to explain that F to my daddy. go ahead and, you know, go on give me an F because I ain't coming up to the board for nothing, nobody. Go on down to the principal. Because you know, when you sitting in that seat, pretty little girl over here sitting next to you, you know you ain't getting out that seat for nobody. Because you be done showed it. When the wind blow, that tire go to inflating. It's self-inflating, right? Self-inflating. Well, I'm just telling you. If you ain't got no problem with your PSI, you probably definitely got a problem with your mileage. Okay? Because, you know, your tire is really made, you know, for 15,000 miles, okay? That's what it's made for. And when you was younger, you can get that 15,000 miles out of that tire fully inflated, if you dig what I'm saying. Okay, as you age, you know, you might be able to get like, I don't know, round the block. you might be able to get 5 miles on that tire. You know, he fully inflated, but you can only get 5 miles or so to the grocery store and back. That's all you need to do. You know, from A to Z. That's all you trying to do on that tire now. As you get older, you know, your health start to decline. All you worried about is getting from A to Z. You know? But if you start fasting, I think you could make it from South Carolina to Florida, man. That's an 8-hour drive, 9-hour drive. I think you could make it. I think you could make that whole 8-hour trip and back if you start fasting. If you don't know, if you don't understand where I'm coming from, same for you. Okay, so any questions before I go? I said a 30-minute live if nobody got questions. I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to talk about this greenhouse as well. I'll make that a whole nother video, okay? I'll make that a whole nother video, the greenhouse. Because everything in here is flourishing. Any questions whatsoever about fasting? If you need my testimony, you want to give your own testimony, tell me something. I will tell you one thing before anybody asks a question. The first 2 days is hell on earth. S. Rogers says, did you have any distractions or tips to help with your food cravings? I didn't have any cravings. I never had any cravings. I gotta be honest with that. None. Here come the question. Bring on the questions. Uh, how will this change things for you going forward? Going forward, I will only do intermittent fasting. I will eat 1 meal a day. Hopefully, I'm going to try to eat 1 meal a day for the rest of my life, no snacks, because I never want this feeling to go away. How do you break your fast? I'm going to break my fast with some chicken broth. I'm going to boil some chicken and eat real broth. I don't want any bouillon cubes or nothing like that. I'm going to eat 2 boiled eggs, maybe 1 boiled egg, 1 boiled egg and some chicken broth. That's how I'm gonna break my fast. Might not even do the egg. Am I still on the fast? Yes, I am. Said, do you recommend a long fast, prior or intermittent? I can't speak for nobody. I've never done intermediate fasting, so I don't know. I can't speak on something I don't know nothing about. I won't do that to you. All I know is I just know how I feel. I just know how I feel. So I jump-started my system completely without any interruptions. That's all I know. I can't suggest anything. And I'm just giving you my experience, especially with your tire, okay? Let me see. Who is that? Dana Springs says, during 2 days of no poop was stomach upset. No. And I've only pooped twice since then. Twice. Very small. And I'm thinking that the reason why they're black is from the coffee. But it's very, very small amounts of poop. My stomach didn't hurt. My hole said, hey, I gotta go let something out. And I ran to the bathroom, blam, and there it is. My stomach didn't hurt. My stomach haven't hurt at all. I haven't had my stomach don't growl, none of that. Let me see. Let me see. Say, happy for you, Led. Pray for the strength and courage to do the same. Yes, you'll get it. Let me see. I'm on day 1 of this month's fast. Will be 72-hour fast. Normally I do 48 hours, and yep, I typically break my fast with bone broth and a couple of boiled eggs. That's what I was just thinking how low key that is. Okay. Say fasting takes a toll on your energy, so I know you're getting plenty of rest. That first 5 days, 4 days or so, yeah, I was kind of wiped out. The first 2 days, I'm a zombie. Then the next 2 days, I'm kind of low in energy, but it was coming in spurts. 1 minute I'm dead sleep, the next minute I'm up cutting the grass or something. So it was on and off, on and off. Now, I'm like normal. Let me see, I had another one. Okay, thank you for that, putting the question mark first before you ask the question. Thank you, I really like that. Who is that? I wish I could see your name. I don't got my glasses. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I got my glasses if they ain't broke. Serenity. I think. I can't see it. Do you notice stomach mass decrease? Because that's my challenge, to lose the gut. Thanks again, my brother, for being honest. Yes, definitely yes. And like I said, 11 days ago, I couldn't wear certain pants, and today I can. So that has to do with your stomach and your thighs, your legs, your butt. So yes. How much water do you drink? I don't calculate that. I just be drinking water. I don't be like, I've seen people do this, and to me, I don't know if they just trying to measure or they just trying to get clicks and views. I see people like drinking a whole gallon of water a day or 2 gallons of water a day. I don't do that. I just drink water when I'm thirsty. And I just make sure that I'm getting enough water. I don't do that. To me, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm new at this, but that's so corny to me. That is so corny. Like, if you don't have any self-control like that, then if you need a jug or something to measure your water, then measure your water. If your doctor tell you to measure your water, measure your water. I just make sure that every time that my mug gets low, I refill it and drink it again. I do that all the way till I go to bed. That's the first thing I do when I wake up. So I don't know how much water I drink. Syria. Okay. I couldn't see it. It's why I couldn't pronounce it. I just couldn't see it. But now that it's in bigger letters, I see it. Thank you, Syria. See, I can't see this person. Stanley, 83. I can't see the first few. It said fasting typically increases my energy as long as I'm staying well hydrated. Right. Okay. Alive says, you are in the perfect environment for a fast, out in nature. I'm happy your journey is going well. Keep it up. Thank you. I'm on the younger side. What's your name? Life Goes On. I'm on the younger side, but I've been doing intermittent fasting for 2 years due to digestive problems, and it helps your body adjust to it. Okay. Say, Blessed says, you're encouraging me in so many areas. I'm working on getting my stuff together. Thanks for sharing your journey. You're welcome. Okay, thank you for putting the question mark in front of the question. LGG says, okay, liquid is allowed based on need during fasting. For those on meds, should they consult a doctor? I say you should consult a doctor no matter what. Don't do that like me. Consult a doctor. If the doctor tells you, I don't know your medication problem, I don't know your health situation, absolutely consult a doctor before you go off fasting at all. Do you add molasses or any electrolytes to your water? The only thing I've been adding as far as electrolytes is pink Himalayan salt. I'm gonna tell you a little trick I did. I put pink Himalayan salt into my water, and I'm making sure I get over 1 tablespoon per day. Sometime 1 tablespoon in one. I think that's a 60-ounce mug. But I found a trick. You ever seen those pink Himalayan sea salt and they rocks, like rock salt that you put in the grinder? You ever seen them? Where if you buy the big container of the refill for your salt grinder, all of them rocks of pink Himalayan sea salt, I just put them under my tongue or put them on the sides, and then just let them sit there all day. It doesn't throw you off. It doesn't taste like your mouth is always salty or nothing. As long as you keep them in your cheek, or if you put them under your tongue you taste them more. But I put them in my cheek, you forget they there, man. And it's like a slow drip of that pink Himalayan sea salt, you know. There is times where I have drank so much water that I can't put nothing else in my body. Now, that's another plus to this that I'm experiencing, which is, like today, my wife, I was getting dehydrated this morning, and I was trying to drink water, but it was hurting my stomach. I couldn't drink enough water. And the reason I got dehydrated because I sweat so bad last night. So, I was feeling kind of woozy, sat down, and she was handing me the water, and I couldn't drink no more of the doggone water. So I told her, put a lot of salt in the water. Like, make it so bad it want to make me sick. So I drank that, popped right back to it. I can't consume that much water anymore. I guess because my stomach must be shrinking or something. I don't know. But I knew if I drink any more water, I'm a puke because I'm full. So you not only lose weight fasting, you tone up too. Yeah, seems to be. Say most people don't know well water has not been stripped of. That's not all wells. That's not all. That doesn't include all wells. I'm not gonna say that. All well water ain't equal. Okay. I don't want to go telling that lie. Say I do the same with the rocks of sea salt. Okay. So you get what I'm saying. I bought a big old refill of the pink Himalayan sea salt, and I just take about 3 of them and put on this side, 3 of them put on that side, and that mean I ain't gotta put so much Himalayan sea salt in my water, because you put the Himalayan sea salt in your water, you gotta drink it, right? And I've been feeling like I can't drink all this water. I can't fit it all in my body, so I gotta get those electrolytes some kind of way. Any other questions? We've been here 46 minutes. Okay. Solid, solid as a rock. Dun, dun, dun. That's what this love is. Ooh, the thrill is still hot, 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 hot. What are you breaking the fast with? Chicken broth and and 2 boiled eggs. Knock, knock on wood. You understood. Love was so new. We had to stick together. Question: is there a final jump in your health journey in reference to getting your health right? I don't understand your question. Is there a final jump in your health journey to reference to? I don't understand your question. Can you make that more clear? Thank you for that. Heck, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm proud of me too, because there is no way on the planet Earth I thought I would ever be doing this. Never, never. I can't even believe it. No, I'm morphing back to a younger me, but I feel incredible. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. The weight loss is a bonus. Um, the weight loss is a bonus, but the feeling of the aches and the pains and it's phenomenal. That part is phenomenal. Um, I'm not gonna repeat that. I'm gonna let everybody read that one. Ain't it right? And for love's sake, each mistake, all you forgave. And soon both of us learn to trust. Not gonna wait. It was no time to play. We build it up and build it up and build it up, and now it's solid. Da-da-da. Solid as a rock. she looking at me like, man, put me down. That's what this love is. Uh, is there a specific amount of days you like to fast for? That's a great question, and that's why I did the poll. Um, I don't know. I was asking the people because I don't know. I just don't want this feeling to stop. And if okay, all right, we're gonna get on into it. We're gonna make this a solid hour, okay? Listen, I don't know when I'm gonna stop. At this very moment, I have no intentions on stopping. Not at this very moment. I don't crave anything. I don't miss food. Why? Said, why you get my hubby in here siding with you? I'm telling you, I'm trying to tell you something now. I have no, right now, it could be tomorrow, it could be, 30 days from now. I don't know. I just know I do have a lot of weight stored up, and I could probably, like I said, I could probably cruise for 6 months worth of you know, body fat. So I don't know. I don't know when. I just don't want this feeling to stop, man. I don't want this to stop. And I know it's unrealistic. And for smaller people, you gotta go back to doing it, okay? You gotta go back to eating. But I really don't at this moment. Say that's amazing. Fasting is a mental. Always stop on the second day. Not me. Um, do you have a weight loss goal that you are? I'm not doing this for the weight. I told you, I ain't gonna lie to you. It would be nice to drop a lot of weight, but I'm not doing this for the weight. I'm really doing it. It was an accident. It was kind of like a fluke, right? Silver says, I'm going through the journey with you. I understand what you're feeling. Thank you for that. I, I'm not, I had no intentions on doing any of this. I have no aspirations. I didn't know what the goal was supposed to be. So that's why I'm telling you, I'm not coming at you as a person that does this all the time or have done it before, and I'm telling you all the stuff that I'm going for and why I'm doing it. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't freaking know. I don't know. I didn't eat one day. I watched a video about fasting, and I said, that's amazing. I'm gonna try it. I didn't eat all today. I didn't eat all yesterday. I might not eat today. And I've been here for 11 days. Okay? So I really don't have any goals, right? I just don't want this good feeling to stop. So to me, everybody like, yeah, your spirituality, it ain't that. Yeah, your weight loss goal, it ain't that. It cleans the fat off your liver. It ain't that. I'm not lying to you. I'm just being honest. And as ignorant as it sounds, I'm trying to be as honest with you as I can be. I'm not doing it for the things that people fast for. I just got caught up in trying something that I hadn't intended to do. And the biggest plus to me out of this whole thing is my energy, and my inflammation is gone. Listen to me. Listen to me. My inflammation is gone. I ain't saying it's low. I ain't saying it's kinda. I'm telling you, the aches and pains in my back, my knees, my elbows, my shoulder blades, my rotator cuffs, gone. Gone. Like gone. And I deal with rheumatoid arthritis runs in my family. So I've always been kind of scared to get a little older because we all get it in my family, my bloodline. And I know what it does. It cripples up the hands and stuff like that, and leans you over and all. And I really didn't want that to hit, because I remember my aunt even telling me how bad it hurts her, right? It hurts till she cries. And I never wanted to be in that situation. But I will say this, if you're dealing with any sort of arthritis problems, you might want to give this a shot. That's all I'm saying. Because all of arthritis comes from inflammation. Inflammation is the biggest monster in our body, and we don't even know it. What causes inflammation? All this crazy stuff we eat, right? All of this sugar and all of these chemicals causes inflammation around our joints and our arteries and our guts. And we don't even realize half of the problems that's wrong with us that we think we need medications for is caused from inflammation. It's not that something in or on your body is failing. It's because it's not working properly because it's inflamed. Your joints is inflamed, your knees is inflamed, your back is inflamed, your liver is inflamed, your gut is inflamed, your heart is inflamed, your liver is putting on fat, fatty liver, and all of this stuff is from inflammation. If you get rid of the inflammation, now I learned all this from my wife, okay? Because she is a health coach. If you get rid of the inflammation, watch how much water comes out of you. And all of that water and fluid was wrapped around your arteries, your heart, your lungs, your liver, your pancreas, your gut, your stomach, your joints. Man, all that water come out. I'm gonna tell you, my first 3 days or so, first 3 or 4 days, my pee smelled terrible. After about the third day, I was peeing clear. Second or third day, peeing clear. Pee had zero smell to it. That was weird to me because when I'm on Freedom Acres, I urinate in a urinal and I deal with that accordingly. And every time I urinate in a urinal, I check my urine. I check it for smell and I check it for color. I do. And it was the perfect color of straw or dead grass with zero smell to it. So before that, it smelled like hot dog water. You know what I'm saying? My pee don't normally smell like that, but I guess my wife told me those were the toxins in your body. My armpits was stinking. I usually don't get very musty. You know, I usually don't get very musty. You know, I'll be borderline, but my armpits don't smell like no 12-year-old. And in them first couple days, my armpits was smelling like a 12-year-old after gym. You understand what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, I'm stinking. So, everything in your body, your sweat stank. I can't say you, I'm gonna say me. My sweat was stinking, my breath was stinking, my armpits was stinking, and my urine smelled like hot dog water. Old hot dog water too. You cooked them hot dogs yesterday. That water been sitting on the stove, grease done accumulated on the top. You know, it was funky. And I was hoping, man, I hope I ain't peeing out nothing good. You know, I might have needed that. Come here, come on over. And now, I'm gonna tell you this. And the commercials don't bother me no more. Food commercials don't bother me no more. That first couple of days, remember I was telling you stuff that I don't even eat, the commercials was driving me crazy, right? No, I don't even pay them no attention. I don't even care. I don't know why. So this is what I want to talk about real quick with y'all before. I'm trying to do this in an hour, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. This whole experience has let me know firsthand of the poisons that they're feeding us and putting in our bodies. Every single day, we put poison in our bodies. And saying it and feeling it, family, listen to me. Listen to me. Saying and knowing that they're poisoning us with the food in the system. We know that. How many people know that? You know that there's poison in this food and it's junk. None of this food that they give us, if you go to the store, it's junk. 9 times out of 10, you're eating some form of chemical I don't care how pure they say it is. Something is wrong with it. Even if you're purchasing the fish fresh out of the ocean is full of so many toxins and levels of mercury and everything else, you still really ain't getting there, right? So I'm being honest with you. You really, I can't say you, I really didn't get the full understanding. I knew what they do to the food. I know what they do to the food, and that's why I try to grow my own food. But knowing it and feeling it is two entirely different things, two whole worlds. This experience has let me feel that they've been poisoning me. Now, out of my mind, and I know from, educating myself, I know that. But the feeling I feel right now, like how good I feel. Listen, I feel like a kid again from not eating. What does that tell you? I feel like I'm about 17, 16, strong. I don't look it, but damn it, I feel it. So all I can say to you is that is a confirmation of when I do eat something and I feel weird when I'm done eating it. And I'm not allergic to it or nothing like that. I'm done eating and you still feel like crap. Like this food was supposed to be satisfying your body, but it didn't. I'm gonna tell you what it did. When you eat the food out of these fast food restaurants and everything, it don't satisfy your body. It poisons your gut. And what I'm learning, man, as long as you clean out that gut system, that's your immune system. Your gut is this. That's your brain. We've been doing this all wrong. We've been doing this all wrong. We walking around thinking that this controls everything. This. Your brain is secondary. Your brain is doing what your gut told it to do. Your brain is the string between you and the puppet. You understand? I'm the puppet. My brain is the string, and my gut is the puppet master. My gut is telling my brain what it wants me to do. So the problem when your gut is inflamed, now stick with me because I'm just free balling here, okay? When your gut is inflamed and you've been poisoning your gut, it cuts the strings between the gut and the puppet. You understand? The puppet master and the puppet. So if all the strings is cut, now the brain is coming up with crazy stuff that it wants you to do. Hey man, go eat that old chicken salad sandwich at that gas station. You know what I'm saying? Go and grab that Snicker bar. We hungry as hell. So now, like I said, I'm free balling. This is how I'm bringing in the information and educating myself, and this is the easiest way that I can make it make sense to me. So if I'm over your head, please, I apologize. But I'm trying to make it, this is how I simplified it for myself. Your gut is the puppet master. Your brain is the strings, right? And the strings is connected to your body, telling your body what to do and what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. So usually when people is out here doing crazy stuff and you say something is wrong with their brains, you know what they do? Back in the day, back in the dark ages, you know what they used to do? They used to electrify your brain, put electrodes on your temple and electrify you because they said something must be wrong with your brains because you be doing some strange stuff sometimes. Okay, now this is not facts. This is my opinion for a minute, okay? While they were putting electrodes on people's temples trying to make their brains work right, They was addressing the wrong part of the body to make you start acting like you got right good sense, right? If they would have probably worked on the gut, fed them healthy food, and most of the people be acting a fool, they eat garbage. So if they probably would have focused on the gut, which is the immune system, which is the controller, and got that brain back in order, they would have been acting right. And that's why people is, and again, this is my opinion, this is not facts. That's why people always on all kind of medications for their mental status, ADD, ADHD, and all this other stuff, is because I think that stuff is to control your brain. Yes, Sylvia, that stuff is to keep your brain sedated and keep you calm, right? The pills are to keep you calm and keep you sedated, but they're addressing the wrong problem. ADHD or what is that? OCD and all that. I think they're addressing your brain when they should be addressing your gut, which controls your brain. Your brain from there controls your body. And that's what I think. I'm not going to say anything medical, okay? I'm not going to say anything medical here because I don't know. I will only say one thing. If all of the videos and all the literature that I've been reading and watching is right, if all the doctors and scientists and professors that I've been listening to over this last couple weeks are right, if the Bible is right, this could possibly be the ultimate one cure-all for everything. That's what it's saying. Okay, that's not coming from me. It's not coming from me. It's coming from scientists. It's coming from professors. It's coming from the Bible. It's coming from everywhere that this fasting game is helping people regain their livelihood. Like, I'm not going to mention any kind of medical problems at all. I'm just going to say it's helping people gain with all of their problems. That's all I can say. You know, legally here on this platform, a lot of people got a lot of ailments and problems mentally, physically, emotionally, and what if you want to hear something crazy that I thought of? Listen to me. What if the solution was actually this simple? That's why I don't want to stop. I know I'm going to have to stop for one reason or another, but I can't stop thinking, what if all of my ailments and all of my problems is this simple? Stop eating crap. What if fasting is that cure that everybody is looking forward to? Everybody, your joints hurt, your back hurt, your teeth hurt, everything hurt. You're losing your hair, you know? What if you gaining weight? What if fasting is the actual? Oh, you're getting sick every year. The C word, the Band-Aid came out in 2020. What if the cure for 2020 was fasting? What if it's this freaking simple? Like, let's be honest. What if it is actually this simple? Just stop eating for a while. You know, I'm gonna post this video that really touched my heart. I'm gonna put it in a community post. This video was so important to me because it just let me realize that I'm human, and we're walking around and we're not acting like humans. We're not doing anything human, meaning the way we're walking around the world right now is not what we were built for. None of it. None of it. Listen to this. Nobody walking around in 2025, unless you was born in the Amazon or back in the jungle somewhere, is living the way we were designed to live. Nobody. We are not supposed to be walking on concrete ground. We are not supposed to be in vehicles sitting around traveling all day. We are not supposed to be eating a bunch of weird ass chemicals. We're not supposed to be eating artificial foods. We're not supposed to be doing any of it. We're supposed to be exercising every day naturally just by walking around and doing work that we're supposed to do. Machines aren't supposed to be doing any of this stuff for us. We're supposed to be doing it for ourselves. So this video went all the way back primal to the way we were supposed to be, and the things that we were doing and the reasons why. And there was even a piece in there that let me know, man, the people that's overweight right now, if you're naturally overweight, if you are naturally overweight, you've probably been overweight since you was a little kid, a little baby, something, right? I'm not talking about people with eating disorders. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about people that's, no matter what you've ever done, and you know good and well between you and God, you don't eat like people think you eat, right? There's a reason why you're overweight. And in this video, I know this gonna sound crazy, right? But in this video, it says, because your DNA line, you were a leader. You were in charge. So your body held on to fat more than everybody else's, because everybody else in your tribe depended on you. So you had to stay out longer. You had to hunt longer. You had to gather longer without food. You had to make it through the winters longer than everybody else in your tribe, because your whole tribe is depending on you. So your body had to adapt to storing more fat so it could feed your system when you, on those days that you are not eating, you can't find food. You had to go longer, and they had to have enough fat on you to feed your body and your muscles, because guess what? When you do find food, you got to run after it. You got to jump up and start running after it. Just because you see a buffalo out on the land don't mean you can catch it. So you have to have enough fuel in your body to charge your body up. You ain't ate in 2 or 3 days to charge you up and start running with this doggone weapon to put this buffalo down. And you might have to fight the buffalo a little bit, you know? So the way our bodies were designed, it makes sense. It makes sense to why some people have no clue why they're overweight. In the world that we live in today, that's why we're obese and we're overweight, is because you are not burning this fuel the way you're supposed to. And in your DNA chain, that hasn't changed from knowing how to store the fuel, the fat in your body to feed you. There is no reason to use it sitting around in the office for the next 12 hours, or sitting around typing on the computer for the next 12 hours at your job, or working on a assembly line standing in one spot all day. You're not burning any fuel, right? So, and then on top of that, we bringing in way crazy chemicals in our body, and way crazy. There's no way to get rid of the fuel that we're intaking. because we already have enough stored. So it just keeps storing it and storing it and storing all this fat for fuel, but we're not burning it. Look at some people that eat constantly, no matter what they want to eat, cakes, pies, cookies, sandwiches, they don't gain an ounce. But then turn around and look at their lifestyle. They never stop moving. They never stop talking. They never stop moving, right? My brother, he's one of them. Man, that dude can eat. He can eat this house and he won't gain an ounce. Because that dude, he's active, he's athletic, and he never stop moving. He never sit down. The dude will stand up to you. He get on your nerves. I love him with all my heart. Lord knows, my mama knows. I love my big brother. But I'll be like, man, would you sit down? You making me nervous. You know? Every 5 minutes, he stand and eat. He stands and eat, man. I can't make this up. My brother, we stand, both of my brothers, actually, both of my older brothers, they stand and they spread their legs out like this and they eat. If they ain't walking and eating, they standing at the table, man, eating. And then they'll keep running over and getting something or doing something while they're eating. They never just sit down and eat. If y'all sitting back having a little drink, they standing up drinking. I'm like, y'all know people like that. There's people out there, man, that don't gain an ounce. Now, I want you to watch their lifestyle, though. Those people are some of the most active people you will ever see. So, there's a look, you see me sweating for no reason. The wind is blowing and I'm sweating. See that? Told you, man. Look at that. Told you. Can you see that glistening? I feel incredible, man. That's all I can say about that. So, last takers, any questions? If no, I'll get on out of here. Let me see what time it is. Oh, yeah. If no questions, I'll go ahead and get on out of here. I know I missed a lot of commentary, and thank you for that Cash App. I sure appreciate you. Thank you for that. Somebody just sent me a Cash App. Thank you. I couldn't even see the name or nothing. But you must be watching me, so I say thank you, okay? Say metabolism is in full gear. Yes. Yes. Definitely. Let me see. You're a lucky man, Led. Your lifestyle is definitely one to aspire to live. Thank you for that. Roger says, thank you and Lady Led. I got my green thumb indoor garden because of y'all. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, no questions, y'all? Let me see. I'm gonna be releasing. Let me see. Thank you for that. Who says that? Is that? I can't see your name. Did you restart your fast? I never got off of it. I'm still on the same fast. I'm still on the same fast. I just don't. At this moment, I don't see no reason in changing anything yet. I could go in here, and my daughter is in here chefing, okay? She doing some chefly stuff. And if you went in there and seen all the cakes and pies and goodies she got for this arrangement, some of us will lose our minds. Like I said, I'm a sugarholic. So normally I'll be losing my mind. Like, let me taste that. But no, I'm good. Somebody said this. Since we ain't got no questions, I'll go ahead and finish this. Somebody said it's all about the willpower and the determination to get you through. And I had to tell them that was the first day or two. The first day or two. Willpower. After day 4, after 48 hours. No, that's not 48 hours. After day 4, dog. No, let me get that back. After 48 hours, after 2 days, it it is not okay. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. I can only speak for me. After 2 days, no, after a good 2 or 3 days, you don't need no discipline. After 2 or 3 days, I didn't need no willpower anymore. After 3 days, it's like breathing. It's literally like breathing. It's like you can think clearer. You can hear clearer. You can see things more vivid and more detailed. And I'm telling you how I'm experiencing this. I can't say this is gonna happen for you. I've experienced this. More detail, more clarity, more thought. Um, more thought. Putting more thought into before I get up and do something. If I'm gonna run to the store, don't just run to the store. Know what you're going in here for, do it and leave. Just having that kind of, instead of wandering through the store all damn day, not knowing what you in here for, you didn't get nothing that you came in here for. Nah. I know what I want. We'll come in here and get it. I didn't need to write it down. Left my note, my grocery list in the car. It's beautiful. That's all I can say. I don't know. It's my first time doing it. All I know is it's beautiful. It's a beautiful feeling. It's keeping religion out of it, because everybody keep getting religious on me. I don't want to do that, okay? Because that's going to steer people another direction. But I want to say this. Less emotional. More intentional. More intentional. But I will say this. There's a reason why it's in the Bible. It's a reason why that's in the scriptures. Fasting, there is a reason why it's in there. That's all I'm saying. I've been trying to stay away from talking about religion. I said I was going to stop doing that. And because I don't believe what everybody else believe in. I don't fall into no cults, because some religions is cults too. So I don't do that. But I'm just saying that part right there, because some people have commented, and please don't comment it, or keep your religion to yourself. People keep hitting me with that crazy stuff. Keep that to yourself, you know. But I'm a realist. I'm a realist. If you want to call that a religion, that's a religion. I am a realist. And all that cult words that people be talking, miss me with that. I go for what's real. Okay? So, but there's a reason why this is in the Bible clearly. Not just because I'm saying it, but I'm feeling it. I feel it. I'm gonna go here though. And you could take it spiritually if you want to or not. You know how people always telling you should repent? You know how people always saying you should repent? It's hard to repent with an unclean spirit. If it's hard to repent in a temple full of garbage. You know? I'm just spitballing, okay? But think about it. Wouldn't it be hard to hold a congregation in a church full of bullshit? If it's stuff everywhere, you stepping over pianos and stuff and garbage all on the floor, wouldn't that distract you from the word? Wouldn't you be smelling stinking stuff in the church like, damn, something done died back there behind the organ, woo, or the pastor stinking? It's garbage up the aisles. It's old garbage bags and McDonald bags under the pew. You know when you go to the movie theater and it's popcorn and condoms and stuff under the seats and stuff. Ain't that off-putting? You ain't really even interested in the movie no more. You just trying, your foot can't get no grip. You sitting in that seat to keep bouncing back like this, and you trying to get some grip so the seat don't push you back, but your feet keep slipping in butter juice. So you get the whole movie, you trying to stay in the chair and stay still, but you can't, because you can't get no grip, because your tennis shoe keeps slipping in butter sauce. You know what I'm saying? So you never get the full meaning of the movie. You try to watch the damn movie, and then you get home, your wife say, remember that one part when he grabbed her? I didn't see that part. I was too busy trying to hang on to this damn chair without sliding this butter sauce or kicking this dude in the back of his chair because this butter got me kicking. You can't focus like that now, can you? Okay, same thing inside of a church. You ain't gonna get the word if you too busy focusing on the stinking smells, the rotten pastor, the pastor clothes is too tight, and you got McDonald bags full of barbecue sauce and half-eaten nuggets under the pew. Well, how on God's green earth can we focus if our very own temple is dirty? How can you fully focus? How can you fully grasp the word when you're not trying to clean up your own house? You dig what I'm saying? That's why, and over the years, y'all have seen me up and down, up and down. That's because I'm constantly trying to work on keeping my house clean. Sometimes I fall behind, I do. But I try to clean it up, okay? My temple dirty, I be like, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I got the kind of temple, all this, that I'm that kind of dude when you about to come over to their house, I put all the dirty dishes in the stove and stuff, in the oven. You know? All the dirty socks, I throw them under the couch. This the kind of temple I've been running. But as soon as I know somebody coming over, I at least try to hurry up and clean up. You know? I be like, damn, I don't want them to see this, you know? Some people just let you in their temple and don't give a damn. That's what I've been trying to do over the years. Sometimes I slack up, but for the most part, you know, I try. I never stop trying, no matter how it look, okay? Yeah, throw all your dirty pots and pans and stuff, you know, in your bong in the oven, so your company don't figure out what you really be in here doing. Or throw them or go out back and put them in the barbecue grill out on the back porch. Hey man, want a barbecue? Nope, I don't want a barbecue today. Not today. Well, can I use your grill? Man, I brought this steak over here so we can get some grilling. Yeah, that's messed up. Because you know your backyard barbecue grill is full of dishes. Full of dishes and a half-eaten bologna and cheese sandwich you ain't got no business eating. Right? Dishwasher been full for 2 weeks. You ain't had no soap packets for 2 weeks. Dishwasher full of dirty dishes. You open the dishwasher and it smell like a funeral home. You ain't had no soap for 2 weeks. The dishes just been in there just like, I don't know, hoping somebody gonna find them one day when the world fall. Like they gonna need a paleontologist to come and dig your remains of your dishes up. Like, sir, professor, we found something. It'll be your old dirty ass dishes from thousands of years ago. Sir, professor, we found something. Your petrified ass dishes in the old dishwasher that been sitting there for about 1,000 years. Shit, you know good and well you ain't had no intentions on washing them dishes. They just sit in the washing machine. Even you done mess around and even bought some damn dishwasher soap, but you like, man, all them dishes just need to get thrown away. They need to get thrown away. Hurry, I'm coming. Don't anyone touch anything. Don't anyone touch anything. Professor, Professor, come quickly. You got to see this, sir. So, yeah, let me stop here. We've been on an hour and a half, and I don't want to go off the rails here. But everybody, thank you for watching. I just wanted to give you my update, and I'm gonna keep everybody updated on, and I'm gonna make a playlist of this fasting thing. That's it. Okay, it won't hurt. Clearly it won't hurt. Right? That's all I got to say about that. I'm gonna say this too. Everybody that was talking about fasting was right. That's all. They were right. I have never been so enlightened ever. I have never dogged nobody about fasting. I just said I wasn't going to do it. I have never felt like this before in my life. Okay? So with that being said, y'all, I'm going to let y'all go. Everybody have a wonderful Saturday. Hope to see y'all tomorrow. I'll be releasing a product review tomorrow. Maybe it may be something you need in a time like this. So for now, everybody, Live Farmer 73, I thank you. And I appreciate all of the cash apps, and I appreciate all of the super chats. Appreciate it. Thank you. Live Farmer 73, I love you. Stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.